There are many pronouns in English language. One of the group of pronouns in English language is known as demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns. These pronouns are used to make reference to a particular item or to an item. They can be singular as well as plural. However, how do we use them appropriately in English language, especially when we are writing as well as when we speak? Firstly, let's know types of demonstrative pronouns that we have in English language. When we talk of demonstrative pronouns in English language, these are what we have in mind. This, that, this, and those. As you can see, there are 4 of them in English language. I'm trying to say that demonstrative pronouns are 4 in English language. Okay? The first one, THIS, which is pronounced as this. It is a singular demonstrative pronoun. This is followed by THAT, which is pronounced as that, is also singular. While the last two, THESE and THOSE, these and those respectively, are plural demonstrative pronoun. How do we make use of any of these demonstrative pronouns? We have to understand that when we want to make use of demonstrative pronoun, what really matters most is the distance between the speaker and the object that we want to use demonstrative pronouns for. It is the proximity or nearness of the object that determines the type of demonstrative pronouns to use. That is the guiding principle. If you have this at the back of your mind, using demonstrative pronoun won't pose any problem at any point in time to you, either when you speak or when you write. Now, let us go back and see in context, in practical, how to use each of these demonstrative pronouns. Like I said before, demonstrative pronouns, they can either be singular or plural, and they can also be used based on the distance of the objects, because they make reference to the object. Now, for example, now you can see me holding a marker, right? When you look at this marker, this is what? Singular. Are you getting it now? Because it is one. Anything one is singular in English language. I have one marker with me. Now, this marker, as a matter of fact, is very much handy. I can have it at the tip of my finger, it's very close to me. Now, if you have an object that is very close to you, okay, very close to you, okay, and such an object is singular, the right demonstrative pronouns to use is what? This. Okay? Why? Because the object you are referring to is very close to you and at the same time it is what? Singular. Then I can have something like this. This is my pen. This is my pen. This is my pen. Okay? Okay? I can use this because this object I'm having with me is very close to me and at the same time it is singular. So when you have an object you want to refer to with the use of demonstrative pronoun, if the object is singular and at the same time very close to you, make use of this. Okay? Having understood that, let us proceed to that. That is also a singular demonstrative pronoun. It's a singular demonstrative pronoun. How can it be used? Okay? Now, I have a marker with me, right? But let's assume that the marker is placed somewhere around here. Right now, I'm not having any marker with me. The marker is placed somewhere around here. It's of considerable distance to me. There is a sort of distance between myself and the marker. Then I can say, that is my marker. If you can see me, I'm pointing. That is my marker. That is my marker. Singular, but of distance to me. That is how to use it. Either when you speak or when you write. Fine. Okay? Now, let's move on. I also have THESE. And for sure, that is plural demonstrative pronoun. When it is appropriate for us to use this type of demonstrative pronoun, that is THESE, it is appropriate for us to use this type of demonstrative pronoun, okay, when we have plural objects, okay, and we want to make use of demonstrative pronouns to refer to them. If the object that we have is plural and such objects, okay, are very close to us. For example, look at it right now. Okay, I'm having two markers. I'm having two markers. I'm not only having these two markers. These markers are also very close to me. Okay? Okay, on the premises of that, if I want to use demonstrative pronouns to make reference to these two markers, I can say, these are my markers. These are my markers. So, what are we trying to establish here is that when you have a plural object and you want to make reference to this plural object, okay, with demonstrative pronoun, if this plural object is very close to you, make use of this. Of course, you know, by the time you have a plural subject, the verb that follows must also be what? Plural. And that is why we can have something like, okay, these are my markers. These are my markers. The markers I'm referring to, they are very close to me. Okay, I have them at the tip of my fingers. So either when you write or when you speak, that is how to make use of, you know, this type of demonstrative pronoun. Now the last of them, those. 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 Okay? Now, in the previous explanation, I have two markers with me. But these two markers, based on proximity, they are very close to me. Now, let's assume that I drop these markers somewhere. Okay? Like this. Right now, I'm not having any markers with me. But in my speech, when I'm talking, I can still make reference to them. Okay? Only that the type of demonstrative pronoun that I will use will be different. Okay? So, I can now say, okay, those, can you see me? I'm pointing. Those are my marker. Those are my markers. Those are my markers. Why did I use those? Okay? I can use those because, one, the object I'm referring to, okay, is plural. You get it? I have more than one, as in the object I'm referring to. Therefore, I can use those. Not only that, but also, the object I'm referring to is of considerable distance to me. Okay? On the basis of these two peculiarities, I can use those. Okay? Those are my pens. Those are my markers. Those are my markers. So far, what have we said and what have we learned? Okay, let's have a recap of how to use this demonstrative pronoun. Okay? Demonstrative pronouns can be used either as singular or what? Plural. When what you have is very close by, is very handy, you can easily lay your hands on such object, and at the same time such object is singular. Use this. That is THIS. But if the object is singular and is of distance to you, make use of that. THAT. If the object is plural and very close to you, make use of this, that is THESE. But if the object is of considerable distance to you and at the same time it is plural, make use of those. THOSE.